but I'm going to get the session going and people can hook in as they require or as they actually join in. Right. A few months back, Natalie and I were having a discussion around small business and marketing. And from our experience, starting a business is hard work, and most of us are not qualified in marketing and have no clue where to start. And we read endless marketing material that's full of marketing jargon, but doesn't give us a step-by-step basics on how to strategize and implement a marketing plan. And together, Natalie and myself created the Marketing Snapshot from a business owner's view with the guide of a CMO. And there are 9 basic steps that any business owner can use to create a successful marketing plan. And this webinar is just an overview due to the time constraints, but the full step-by-step guide is available on our homepage of our website at a nominal fee. Before we start, I'd like to share a video of our client Mandy, who has been working with our Marketing Snapshot, explain step-by-step guide. Just to give you some feedback in terms of the success that she's currently had. I just want to share my screen and just give you some feedback on that before we jump into it.
Hey there, it's Mandy here. And I just want to take the time to give a quick shout out and a testimonial to Helen and Natalie for their Marketing Snapshot ebook. It was really brilliant, super easy. I am a small business owner myself. I have been for a couple of years, and up to now I've been pretty much clueless about how to go about my own marketing. I was relying much on word of mouth and just posting on social media, but with no real structure. And I never really delved into marketing because it's such a huge subject and it's just overwhelming. I have to say this ebook is extremely impactful and simple. It takes you from step 1 all the way through, gives you all the tools that you need, examples, suggestions, tips, and it really made it breaks it down into easy, simple, digestible steps. So I'm very excited about it. I actually feel in control of my marketing strategy, and I can't wait to see the results that I will get from it. So thank you so much again for the work that you put in, that you made it accessible for us small business owners who don't necessarily have the huge budget for marketing. Thank you.
Right. Thank you to Mandy for that great referral. She was going to join us today, but she is on another course. Before I introduce Natalie, please pay careful attention to our content. We'll be posing a question at the end of our webinar, and the first person to answer correctly on our chat group will receive the free guide to the Marketing Snapshot explained. We've also allocated a few minutes for answering questions that you might have at the end of the webinar. So during the webinar, you're more than welcome to pose those questions on the chat group. And when Natalie's done presenting, I'll present those questions to her. Now, just a little bit more about Natalie. Natalie is a chartered marketer, as well as a chartered PR practitioner. And the chartered marketer designation she earned in 2020, and is a status recognized or recognizing those marketers achieving the highest level in their marketing profession through a professional certification process. And Natalie functions as our CMO and CMO for our clients and has an excellent command for marketing concepts and processes at a strategic level. So I'd like to hand over to Natalie, who will be taking us through the next 30 minutes or so. Natalie, over to you. Natalie, you might just want to unmute your...
Unmute yourself. Hi, everybody.
Right.
Thanks, Carol. Thanks for the introduction, and lovely to be on this next webinar that we're hosting. We saw a few of you in a webinar we hosted, I think in October last year, where we wanted to share the marketing hints that we were using in our business and for our clients in this environment we're in. So that was great to share those hints with some companies, and welcome to those who I haven't seen before. And I'm just going to share my screen. Well, before I share my screen, I just want to say that we're going to go through these 9 steps. The step 4, 5, and 6 take a little bit longer, so just bear with us as we go through these steps one by one, that were all listed in our ebook 1. So I think a few of you have downloaded ebook 1, which is completely free, and those have these steps in them. So that's a great resource for you. So let me dive straight into my presentation. Share. Great, there we go. So yeah, so let me just go through the marketing snapshot step by step, and that's what it looks like. So a few of you, as we said, have downloaded it. Those that haven't, then just pop on to the link after this webinar and get this 9-page marketing snapshot overview, which we've developed, which is really the basics of a marketing plan, and it can function as your virtual CMO, if you want, your virtual chief marketing officer, to guide and help you through your company and your marketing plan that you develop. And why we feel it may help companies is it's really extensive. Marketing's always been really extensive, but really now in this world we're in, it is extensive, and to choose the right things for your business is quite critical to be effective. So we've tried to go back to marketing basics and to start with the key items that are needed in your marketing plan. And think of this as something to guide you weekly. So it's your own guide that you develop through these 9 steps, that you weekly or monthly set time aside to be able to do your marketing. I know in business, marketing always comes so last because there's so many priorities and key things that happen on a daily basis that no one really has time for marketing. But just we encourage you to put an hour or 2 aside a week where you put everything on the back burner and you look at your marketing plan, and you help, you'll see how it can guide you, and you'll start seeing the rewards that come in later on when you start putting this time aside. As we said, easy to use marketing plan that you develop with these 9 steps, and it's your roadmap, something you can constantly refer to. So this is what it looks like in terms of the 9 steps. I'm going to go through each one quickly in this webinar, and then you can refer back to your ebook 1 to see this marketing snapshot or marketing guide or mini marketing plan for helping you develop the marketing that is needed in your company to get more clients, to get more revenue in, to get more sales in. And we have 2 formats that you can download, this format or an Excel spreadsheet, whichever is better for you. I'm going to dive straight into step 1. That is your customer category. So list your customers you have. It might be 5 or 10 clients you have, and it might be 5 or 10 clients you want to have later on. So list them all. And then start putting them into categories, because they will have similar needs. So that's a great process to go through. Let me take Brand Expert, for example. Brand Expert has architects as one category. We have eventing companies as another category. We have architect companies as another. And you'll see that as you list all your clients, you'll start seeing these clusters, and that's quite important to see these clusters of categories. So that's step 1. Step 2 is the customer needs. So each category will have needs with regards your offering. So they will be different, slightly different from category to category. And it's important to just delve in deeper, put yourself in your client's shoes, and really just put everything aside and think, what is your customer's needs in terms of my offering. So in terms of brand expert, for example, architects, they need reliable signage companies throughout South Africa that they can ask and draw on an immediate basis. So that we saw is the customer need. A brand expert, you'll see as you think about it, as you put yourselves in their shoes, you will start seeing your customer needs. And this is quite important. You'll see why in a few minutes. And one way to think about and to assess your customer needs is send surveys to clients, or even just delve into or spend time with your sales team, and they have on the ground insights into your customers. So pick their brains and find out the needs, and also find out their pain points. So what is it that is the challenge for them according to your offering? So for example, in the architect category, they really have a problem finding reliable signage companies throughout South Africa, and that's a pain point for them because they really need to phone up a reliable signage company and next day know that this company will install the sign that is durable and the service that is reliable. But the pains are that architects are struggling to have for this to fund this reliable company. So delve into it and think about your customer pains. It's not something that comes automatically. Really just breathe in and sit and think about your customer pains. So those are the first three steps. And again, ask your salespeople, ask your employees, ask everybody, because everybody has interesting opinions and thoughts and knowledge that you can tap into from your employees that are in your company. Then step 4, 5, and 6 is the middle row. Those are the 4 steps, or the 3 steps in step 4, 5, and 6 that take a little bit more time to delve into and to develop. And this step 4, often companies we've seen don't really spend time on competitor analysis, because you all know your competitors and you all know who they are. But if you actually really just spend half a day thinking about your top 2 competitors and think about what is their positioning, how are they trying to be seen in the market, how are they trying to solve your clients' problems, what channels are they using, what messages are they getting out there. And we, just to note here, in Ebook 2, where if you need more help and guidance, in Ebook 2, we actually have a spreadsheet where you can go in and list your competitors in terms of their slogans, in terms of their look and feel, what messaging they're getting out. And one thing you can quickly and easily do is Google them, see where they rank in the Google listings, and then go onto their website and see the colors they're using, see the messaging they're using, see their slogan, what they're trying to get across. And then you will start seeing where you are shining perhaps better than your client, than all these competitors. It's very, very, very good exercise to do, to really delve in on their social media channels too. You can see what they're trying to get across to the different markets and audiences out there. And as I said, you can see where you can position yourself slightly better, or maybe you'll see, oh, something you need to improve a little bit. So this is a great exercise and a step to do. And as I said, Ebook 2 has it all nicely listed to see their strengths and weaknesses and to do almost a mini audit. So you can then outshine your competitors and message better to them. So that's step 4. Step 5 is then now you can start thinking about your marketing message. So now that you know their needs, you know the pain points, you know what your competitors are trying to say to them, now you can develop for, say, category 1, architects, what is that one-liner message that you are trying to get across, and make it succinct and make it, as I said, a one-liner that really hits home to them, solves their problems, straight away, immediately, not a long-winded 1 or 2 or 3 paragraphs, but it really hits home. And then on the different channels, you'll see you might need to expand that message a little bit, but really try and hit home on that message that will really speak to your client and make you top of mind and get your message out there. So they look and they see it and they hear it, because we know it's really, really a complicated information overload out there. So a succinct message is really, really important. So spend time on this. We also give you some more guidance in ebook 2 if you're struggling with this quick, succinct marketing message. Then it's time to spend time on your marketing channel, as in step 6. So a lot of people and clients out there, just because of the time, they just go straight into step 6 without the building blocks and the necessary foundation of step 1 to 5. So do spend time on that, and then start to see, start to think, where do these clients hang out? How can I reach them? Where are they? Are they on social media? Are they on LinkedIn? Do they read trade magazines? Are they on certain groups? And then you can start seeing how to reach the clients that you are trying to speak to and message to. So this is a important step, and in the ebook 2 we really go into a lot of detail here. For example, your website should be your most important channel to first get right, to first make sure it's easy to read, gets the message across, your slogan's there, your positioning is there, your clients can easily get what they need from there. So yeah, ensure that your website is well done. And then all these channels will point for more information to your website. And just one thing to note, in social media, in this world that we're finding ourselves in, this digital world, please don't feel that you have to be everything to everyone, that you have to be on every single social media out there, that you have to message and continuously be on. We suggest you rather choose one that's relevant to your business and do that well, rather than, as I said, try and be on everything. And we just got a few little hints here. You can Google this on which social media sites are better for your company. So Facebook, for example, is best for building brand loyalty. YouTube channel, for example, you might think, oh, do we need a YouTube channel? That's basically how to accomplish certain things. So if you have a manufacturing company, say you produce fridges, then you could have a YouTube channel that helps clients clean their fridges, clean their condensers, etc. So it's a channel for how to. LinkedIn is a very important channel, best, as you can see, therefore B2B business. So if you're a B2B company, then you definitely should be on LinkedIn, and it's an interesting social media platform that not a lot of people know about, but it's gaining more and more popularity in the business world. It's a business social media platform. So if all of these are sort of a little bit scary for you, then go straight to LinkedIn and develop your free LinkedIn page. So that is step number 6 in the Marketing Snapshot. And then step 7, 8, and 9 come quite easily and flow quite easily once you've done step 1 to 6. These are the costs, for example, of the marketing spend that you will see to have an advert in a magazine, or to have a person that's advising you on the LinkedIn side, or to have a marketing consultant advising you in this marketing world that you're in. So these all come under your marketing spend. And also don't forget, the design of your adverts will come in here. Finding great images will come in here. Finding a great photographer, the cost of that great photographer will come in here. So just bear that in mind. And also just we do say this in ebook 2, but try and work on around 5% of your income to be spent on marketing. So, for example, if your income in a month is 100,000, then think about 5% of this to spend on marketing. So that will be 5,000 Rand. Why it's important is because your competitors that you've researched may all be putting 5 to 10 to 15% aside to reach your clients. So if they are putting this aside and you're not, then they're definitely going to be top of mind. They're definitely going to have a loud voice out there. So just bear that in mind and put that percentage aside. And don't worry if you haven't ever had a marketing budget or spend or percentage. Some of our clients are even only on 1%, but then they start seeing the benefits that come in. They start seeing the calls that come in from their different channels they've used. So you'll start then knowing to then say maybe in 2022 increase it to 2%, but just put something aside, and that you will know. You will spend on your website, you'll spend on your advert, your PR, whatever it is, but just put that aside and try and work on, as I said, 5%. Then step number 8 is your action plan. So this is really worth nothing if you don't take the steps and follow the action plan. As I said, every week, try and maybe do one of the steps. Otherwise, in 3 or 4 months' time, you'll think, oh, what did I do again on the marketing plan? And time goes by so quickly. So have a plan. I think in Ebook 2, we have a 20-step plan where you can just tick based on the snapshot to help you on say a weekly basis to action your marketing plan, and you'll start seeing the rewards flowing in. So this is very critical, otherwise it's worth nothing. Start even this week with one action plan. Say, let me Google my competitors. And then step 9 also happens towards the end, where you start seeing the return on investment that ROI stands for. So you start seeing, okay, if I spend 5,000 Rand on this marketing channel, getting this ad message across, and I say I got 2 or 3 or 4 phone calls or emails, and then we got 1 or 2 clients in, or we sold 1 or 2 products, then this ROI is very important, and we try and work on 1 to 4. So if you spend 1,000 Rand, hopefully you'll get 4,000 Rand in sales. And then also your analytics is important. So this is what your consumers are doing, say, online. And it's so easy to look at this by looking at Google Analytics, for example. It's a free medium. It takes time to understand it, so get your marketing manager to say, look into this. But for example, this is the summary it gave us for the one client in the month of September 2020. You'll see users. They had 617 people go onto their website in September. Of these, 532 were new, and 790 sessions they had on there. So that means that each person went onto this client's website 1.28 times. In total, in the month of September, 2,234 pages of their website were viewed. So that's quite a good reality or analytic for the client to see. Oh, wow, so they didn't just have a website out there that nobody looked at. 2,234 pages of their website were looked at. People had, on average, 2.83 times they looked at the pages, and the average session duration, this is also an interesting stat, was 2 minutes 24 seconds. So that's really good. The average time people spent on this website was 2 minutes. And then there's many more analytics and many more insights from that you can gather from Google Analytics. And Hal wants to just add in something here, quick sticks. Oh, Hal, your sound is off. Still off? Okay, well, when Hal starts again, she can ask a question. But yeah, analytics and return on investment is really key, and this can come in later on to see if what you've chosen is powerful and is giving you a return on this investment, this marketing that you spend. So that is step number 9. And as we said, this happens later. And then also don't forget, there's all sorts of analytics. So there's MailChimp analytics. If you do a newsletter, whatever technology you use, you can see out of those, you say you sent your newsletter out to 300 people, and it'll say on the analytics 290 people opened it. So that's great. If 2 people opened it, then that's not so great. If 299 people unsubscribed, then also what you're saying in your newsletter is not working. So you get so much insight to then make better changes for your next the next time you do it. Also, LinkedIn has incredible analytics. For example, where are these people based? Are they all in Germany, or are they in Natal? Are they in Durban? And that's really critical, because you might have a product you're trying to launch in Germany, and if everybody's on from Germany, then this is very insightful, because then the message is coming across there. So there's so much analytics, and we encourage you on the 1st or 2nd of every month to look at the month before in your analytics to see what your clients are experiencing. So those are 9 steps, and that's the marketing snapshot or the marketing guide that we encourage you to just spend time doing, fleshing out, and having a look at. I'm just going to go to, okay, there we go. And then this is the Excel spreadsheet that I quite like to use, where I list everything in a Excel spreadsheet, starting with, say, your clients or brand experts, with architects, event companies, and construction companies. And there, then you flesh it all out and keep this by your computer, put it on your wall, so that you can continuously be reminded of the pains, how to position yourself, how to message to them, etc., etc. So yeah, this is also downloadable on Ebook 1. And just to conclude, prioritize and spend time fleshing out. So you don't just do once and then you file it away and you never see it again. Spend time, because as you think at night, as your subconscious is delving through these topics, you'll start becoming creative, becoming insightful, and really starting to realize how to then do these steps to then get in more sales, more revenue, and more income. And it's about saying the right thing to the right audience at the right time. That is what we are trying to encourage you in these 9 steps. So yeah, some more information. If you're really struggling, if you need hand-holding, if you don't have the discipline, then go for Ebook 2 to help you, but it is all in here. That's what Ebook 2 looks like, Marketing Snapshot Explained. It's a 20-pager as opposed to the Ebook 1, which was a 9-pager. Many more templates and things to really help you if you're struggling along. And there is the link for that. And there is Hal and myself. We are here as think of it as your virtual CMO, your virtual Chief Marketing Officer, to guide you. Companies need marketing guidance all the time, especially in this world we're in. So that is my information. I'll just want to make Hal the host. So let me just make Hal the host. Let me just stop sharing my screen. There we go. And more make host. There we go. Okay.
Nat, sorry, I wanted to interject during the analytics, but I was unable to unmute myself because I wasn't a host. So I do apologize. I just wanted to add in terms of the analytics, guys. Besides checking all your website analytics and your Facebook or LinkedIn analytics, it's always good to have a look at your numeric side of things as well. In terms of your sales, you might be doing R1 million sales, but you might have one customer that's giving you that R1 million. So don't always look at your rand value, but also look at your numerics. How many clients are giving you that R1 million? Because if it's one person giving you R1 million worth of sales, you're in problem. or you have a problem, should I say, rather have 20 clients giving you R1 million worth of sales, so that you know you have a steady income should one person fall away. So remember to also just have a look at analytics in terms of your sales as well and your numeric values. I think that's quite important. I did want to ask if anybody has any questions. If you can kindly pop a question up on our group. Then what I did want to also ask before we finish off is our competition question. How many steps did we pose in our marketing snapshot for you to get your whole marketing plan implemented? So first person to give me that answer, we'll send you our marketing snapshot explained ebook. But what I wanted to share, oh, fantastic, thank you. We do have a winner, the Laranja family. Thank you, your guide is on its way. Thank you very much. What I did want to ask Nat, and this is something I was working through as a business owner. You know, people always go, and this is my question to you, or was my question to you, was marketing position. Like, what is marketing position? You know, that was one of my things that I really struggled with, but at the end of the day, it was actually so simple to see once I knew those basics.
Yes, positioning is really a key thing to go through. So think of positioning, think of it two ways. You have your slogan as a company and you have your positioning. Your positioning is an internal message that you and your company will have, and it's how you want to be seen by your clients. It's how you want them to think and feel when they see your logo, when they hear your brand. So that is important from an internal perspective, is how you position yourself. I'll go into a few more details now, but your slogan will be how others see you. So let's take Nike, for example. Nike's slogan, as we all know, is just do it. So that is how people and athletes will feel, that they can just do it. But then their positioning is a little bit more longer sentence, and Nike's positioning, I think, is for serious athletes who Nike gives confidence for serious athletes to provide the perfect shoe and apparel for the sport they compete in. I think that's their positioning, sort of that around that. So that's how they want to be seen out there. So think of that, and then your slogan is how you want people to see you. And it's very critical to have that front and foremost in your mind and your employees' minds. Yeah, right. No, position is really key. And you can position yourself on price, you can position yourself on value. You can say we're the cheapest airline. If you Kaluda, for example, Mango, we're the cheapest airline out there. Or you can position yourself on quality. Nike has the most highly really, really good shoes that stand the test of time. You can position yourself in many different ways, but it's how you want to be seen out there.
Right. And I suppose positioning will also link to what your clients' needs and pain points are and the solution that you're going to be giving them. What I wanted to pose as well is Holly, just ask in terms of her customer categories and listings, how far back can you go with this? Sorry, Natalie, let me unmute you. I don't know why it keeps muting you. There we go.
Yes, so you can start with your current ones, but then, yes, no, for sure, go back, because you may not have a couple of these clients or categories, customers anymore. But definitely you can go back in time, so you can be past, present, and future, for sure. Put them into categories, list them, and the longer this list, the better.
Yeah, because you actually get, Holly, just from our perspective as well, what we do in our accounting software, even we select our categories, but we also select origin, so where those clients came from. So we took all our clients from the start of our business and we said, what category are they in, and where did they come from, so that we could see what marketing worked best. You know, a lot was networking, a lot was referrals and word of mouth, which is great because when you're doing a good job, people are going to refer you. But it's good to track that so that you can see where your clients are coming from as well. So I would go back straight from the beginning and go, who are my clients and where are most of my clients? Are they architects? Are they designers? Are they eventing companies? Are they small business? And what makes the bulk of my income, and then focus on that category first and getting the right message out there, and then going to your second biggest category, your third biggest category, and then focusing and doing that 9-step process with them again. And that tends to work very well. Right, any more questions? Natalie, is there anything else that you'd like to? Thanks, Holly, I'm glad that helped you. Is there anybody else that has any questions? Nats, are you good? Well, great. Thank you very much for everybody that has joined us. Holly will send you your step-by-step guide. I do have your email address. Thank you. We'll also pop this recording on a YouTube channel so you guys can go back. But if there's any questions that you want to ask, please give us a shout. It is Natalie at brandexpert.co.za and Helen at brandexpert.co.za, and we are here to help. Thank you. We normally run our webinars every 2 months or so. So if there's anything you're struggling with, let us know, and I mean we can do something on that. You know, we're there to help and to guide where we can. So thank you once again for joining us, and good luck with your marketing snapshot, and take action on it, because when you take action, your rewards show. So thank you very much, Natalie. Thank you. Cheers, guys.
Bye, everyone. Good luck. Spend time on your marketing.